Hi! Oh my gosh, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, but we're back. If this video found you, you know there's a reason. You know there's a rhyme because if you clicked it, there's a magnetism energy that's calling us to have a cosmic chit chat where we talk all things cosmic, but we also ground the F down. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Wow, this tea is hot. I'm gonna hot heart. I said heart. But it's interesting that that came out because we are going to ground the heart, open the heart. But that tea was really hot, 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 hot. Ah, okay. Whew. I always like when we start these little transmissions, I'm like, okay, how do we do this? How do we create the portal? Well, the portal's already created because you, my friend, gave yourself permission to even be here and be curious. So good on ya. Can you do this? Can you do a little I'm so proud of myself, proud of myself. No, seriously, can you join me on this? Like okay, so I'm Mystic Maya if you're new here. And if you're not new here, hello again, beautiful face, beautiful soul. I'm a meditation guide and quantum Reiki master. I had a kind of burp there for a second. Oh gosh. But yeah, I'm really excited to be here with you today because one, I'm in this beautiful place in California and it's called Ojai. So if you're familiar with Ojai, you know, but this is a cool mountain town. It's very hot outside. I'm talking about like 90 to 100 degrees outside. And Ojai is known for their pixie oranges. And, you know, I think of oranges, I think of the sacral chakra, which is our space of creativity, our space of desire, our space of emotions. And I think that goes hand in hand with the message that I channeled. So I did channel messages today, the angels, God, a higher power, whatever you identify with, even your higher self, like has a very clear message for you. And this message is really meeting those who are feeling unsettled, overwhelmed, anxious, a little depressed. This is your space. It is my vow that our time together will be a heart to heart connection and that you'll be able to leave just a little bit lighter or a lot lighter, if that even makes sense, a lot lighter. But whatever feels good to you, whatever you need. Okay, this is an alchemy session of love. So I'm just going to take a few moments to just ground the space, command the space. If you can, I invite you to close your eyes. Obviously, if you're driving, do not close your eyes, okay? But either ways, just allow yourself to receive, okay? So just closing your eyes, allowing yourself to become present, noticing your breath. Just feel your spine. Maybe you need to even like sway front to back, side to side, front to back, side to side, just to like feel, maybe even do a little shake and just feel movement, feel rhythm in your body, okay? Taking a deep breath in, bringing your shoulders up to the ears, deep breath out, feeling your heart expand, opening up, giving yourself permission to receive, giving yourself permission to receive, giving yourself permission to receive, trusting yourself, trusting me. I'm so grateful that you are here, that you are giving me your trust. I don't take that for granted, okay? Like truly, I really see you and I appreciate you and I trust that if you're here, there is a divine reason. I see it as an honor, truly. So taking a deep breath in, root to rise. Exhaling, surrendering. Taking another deep breath, really feeling your belly exhaling out, just like blowing a balloon. Exhaling, deflating that beautiful belly of yours, allowing yourself to soften even more. Taking this time to bring your hands to your heart as you find a steady breath to yourself, with yourself. And just set an intention for our time together. What is it that you need clarity on? And on your next exhale, send that prayer out to the ether and know that it is answered. Know that you are worthy of it. You're already whole and complete. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Taking this time now to open your eyes. Hello, hello. I command that this space be a space of inspiration. Let's go. Okay. Use your discernment. Always take what you need and leave behind what you don't, okay? You know yourself the best. I'm just here to be a vessel of love and inspiration, truly. I feel like I said the word inspiration like a million times. So I feel like, too, when we are in that energy of grief, depression, just confusion, it's when our inner child needs us the most. Our inner child is this beautiful essence within that. Think about your inner child. It just wants to dance, it wants to play, it wants to laugh, it wants to enjoy, it wants to be present. And when our mind is feeling heavy, it's because we're disconnected from the inner child. The adult took over. And true presence, true divinity is when both of them are working together. When the mind and the heart, the inner child, I believe, lives in the heart. So when the mind and the heart work together, we become this infinite portal. So whatever frequency that you're identifying with right now, and if you feel called to, if you feel comfortable, comment it down in the chat. What are you feeling? Is it sadness? Is it depression? Is it grief? Maybe none of them, and you're just here to just continue the joy. That's awesome too. Maybe it's just confusion. Maybe you're finding yourself in a in between and you're just feeling a little numb. It's all welcome here and it's all valid. Coming back to the pixie oranges, right? Our sacral chakra, the space of our emotions. How many times have you been projected to that your emotions aren't valid? And how annoying is that? I don't know about you, but for me, when someone disregards my emotions, I want to F shit up because my emotions are valid. And when I don't feel that they're valid, even from my own self, which is the most important thing, right? We need to take responsibility for holding our emotions, not other people, okay? But it is pretty annoying when a sacred friend or a family member that you have built trust with, you share a story and they're not there to really see you and hold you, and that can create this, belief system that you're not enough, you take up too much space. You take up too much space, right? But I'm here to tell you your emotions are valid. Take up space. Take up space. You're worthy of taking up space. But it's also your responsibility. It's not another person's responsibility. That feels also really significant for the collective here of just knowing when to take yourself out on a date, go celebrate, go feel also. And I say celebrate because it's like the opposite of fear is love. So the remedy to feeling, stagnant is being fluid. So what are the tools? What are the action steps that you can do to go from feeling, contracted to expansive? Maybe that's taking yourself out for a movie date. Just go watch cinema, go be a kid again, right? Go for a hike, take yourself out for a coffee, read a book, and be present in the book, right? Not on social media, or, I mean, you can, but like really being present with like a book, paper, reading it, highlighting it, allowing yourself to be a student, right? So your inner child has so many nuggets of truth for you when you're feeling stagnant. So sometimes I like to sit in meditation and ask the inner child questions. Like I visualize my inner child, and we can even do a little meditation towards the end and do this. But I ask my inner child, like, hey, little M, what's up? What's up? Sometimes little M's like, I just want a hug. I just want a hug. And sometimes little M is like, I don't feel heard, right? And you know what? It might sound kind of embarrassing or like a little cliche, but like honestly, allow yourself to give yourself baby talk, okay? I know that sounds funny, but like I feel like most of my collective, we are light workers, we are empaths, we are mystics. We are very, very tuned in and tapped in. And we grew up really fast. Now, I can't speak for everyone, everyone has their story, but I do feel that most of us were children with adult responsibilities because that is the karma that we chose. We are old souls. So most of us have a lot of karmic lessons within the family dynamic. If that's you, you can feel free to raise your hand. Just you don't even have like I can't see you, but just to like acknowledge yourself. If you feel comfortable, you can put it in the chat and say, I know dysfunctional families. That's a long word to write, but I know what that feels like. And I just want you to know that you're in the right space because I feel you and I see you. And because of my personal experiences with dysfunctional families, family systems, but my family being dysfunctional, especially as the eldest daughter, like I grew up with so much depression. I spent more time of my teenage years figuring out a suicidal plan. And sorry, trigger warning, maybe someone here relates, but I spent a lot of my efforts not choosing life. And I did it with a smile. No one knew. And that's the scary part, right? A lot of the people that are so just optimistic, we hurt as well. Like we're trying to choose life, but it's a lot of karmic residue, emotions too, emotions that haven't been felt. For me, my suicidal tendencies also was linked to a past life experience that I have, which I can get into. I don't know if I want to get into that now, but that is a story to tell. I realized, like, oh my God, that's not even me in this body. It's something that I experienced as, the classic witch who got hung, who died at the stake for being a powerful mystic, medicine woman, right? And there's a full, beautiful story to it, but we'll get into that a different time. But I know like a lot of my grief and depression and just anxiety and suicidal tendencies came from a place where I was not allowing myself to be heard, seen, and celebrated because I had to be the parent for my parents, right? So that's a lot. That's a lot on a child. And sometimes all we have to do is give ourselves a safe space to be, I want to say, fucking angry, to be sad, to kick and scream for a second, and then it's alchemized. But we have to feel it to heal it. And it's very uncomfortable to feel it, right? Who now, like in this modern day freaking world where it's like we have bills to pay, we have work, we have maybe children, we have a partner, there's so much. And sometimes, even if you don't have, let's say, a family, it's just you, but you have like a job and some sort of like just structure for yourself, right? It's like when you actually have time to yourself, you don't want to get yourself now into like a freaking class to cry like a baby. You want to go do something fun. So healing is put on the back burner. So making healing a choice is really, it takes responsibility, it takes courage. But I want to tell you, like, you just being here, listening to this video, this is a healing transmission because I am a quantum Reiki master, which all that really means is we're working with time and space right now. Before I went live, I turned on my Reiki. Reiki can happen through distance. And all you have to do is say, I receive Reiki right now. But healing is non-linear. Healing doesn't also have to be over thought. Like, you know what I mean? Healing happens with a quick shift of choosing joy over fear over and over. And I know that's like maybe making it a little bit simple, but everything in life has nuance too. But also, I think too, as a teacher, my biggest, vow is how do I teach you, my beautiful collective, to make healing fun? It doesn't always have to be so heavy. There's definitely a time and place to like I'm saying, scream in the pillow, kick and scream, go to the top of the mountain and yell, cry like I'm freaking baby with boogers and tissues and just like, "Ah," like, "What?" Like, that needs to take place too. But healing can also look like you putting up boundaries, cutting the ties for people pleasing, putting yourself first, putting yourself first. That feels very significant. Putting yourself first. It's okay to be selfish. Repeat after me. It is okay for me to be selfish, especially if it's coming from love, if it's coming from putting your own air mask on. Just like when you go on a flight, right? If anyone here has been on a plane, you know this so well. When, they talk about if something goes wrong with the air supply, put your own air mask on first, then help someone else. It's the same concept here because we have to be a little selfish to be of service. And it's counterintuitive, it's a paradox for sure, but you are your abundance filter. Like if you're not loving yourself, you're blocking your own abundance because this is what is the main magnet. You, your body, your mind. You are the main magnet for your blessings. And if you're running on low, things will feel stuck. So wherever you're at is just a reminder to fill your own cup. Okay? Pause. It's okay to go slow. And that's what, the channeled message was like allow yourself. And I know it's easier said than done. So maybe I'll say this. See if you can allow yourself to be like in this presence that where you're at now is enough. It's enough. I know you've got big dreams. You got big dreams. You want things to change, and they're changing because it's done. Your prayers are answered. But how do you create the future? I'm asking this openly right now. I want to give a little bit of time for you to answer. How do we create the future? I know you know. How do we create the future? How do you create the future? Ooh, that's good. Earl Grey. I'm giving some time and space. I want someone here. Speak your truth. I see there's some comments and I'll get to them. There's at the end, just because it sometimes if I read them all at once, it takes me out of transmission. But I really appreciate everyone who's sharing their voice. Okay, no one wants to answer. That's okay. So how do we create the future from the present? The present. The present is the portal. Now I know we're conditioned to overanalyze everything, have this perfect, 5-year, 10-year plan. Have all your ducks in a row. Cross those T's, dot those I's, and if not, what are you doing? You're a bad human. Okay, that's one parallax. That's one perspective. Someone says here, we make decisions in the present. Yes, we do. Because the now is the portal to the future. So we're only human, right? There's no right or wrong. At least I like to believe that. I used to be a person that was so like gun ho, like, am I a good person? Am I a bad person? Am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? And I was blocking my blessings when I allowed myself to live life like that because I'm already whole and complete, right? Divinity is within me. And the questions that served me better to get out of anxiety, and I remind you, I was like, I didn't want to choose life. So the fact that I can even say this right now is huge. Okay? It's huge. And what really helped me to choose love over fear over and over again and get rid of the mental distortion was to ask myself, how present am I? What can I do now to add more joy? And it sounds so simple. It's like, what? But yeah, how radically present can you be in joy? That is what's going to create your dreams, not stressing. And I know, sometimes we go in these like thought bubbles where it's like, "Oh, but I gotta figure it out now," and, like, it's this, like, manic loop. Like, if I don't figure it out now, like, I won't figure it out, but it's like, that's distortion. You always have all the tools that you need, especially as a divine soul, like, of earth. Like, you're always so, uh, just guided for and protected for, like, the whole universe is within you. The question is, do you have the audacity to slow the fuck down, to remember it, right? It's a remembering. To become is to remember. To let go of distortion is to remember that the power that you're seeking outside of you is actually within you. So if you have the audacity to slow down and be radically present and have a little bit of fun, the answers are going to find you because you're always in co creation with something bigger than yourself. And it's hard to receive those cosmic blessings, the next step, when you're in constant stress. So it's up to you to make sure you prioritize stillness, play, schedule it out on your calendar if you have to. I make it a vow. I don't care how many people judge me on this, but I like to wake up early, okay? For me, I want to wake up at 6 a.m. Sometimes even I don't even care, 4 a.m. Like I want to wake up with a black coffee. I don't want to do shit like logically on the computer until 11. I'm not taking emails, clients, I don't care until 11 in the morning. And a lot of, at first, a lot of people would judge me for this. Like, who are you? How dare you? Like before COVID, right? When remote work became a little bit more normal. But it's like, I'm the creator of my own reality. I want to show up to my more masculine, action based tasks from a place of balance, from a place of, I can do this. And that means for the morning chunk of my day, I need to be like flying with the moon, doing my breath work, grounding down, going outside for a hike. Like I make play a priority. I read, I dance, I allow myself to be a kid. And trust me, it's not that like everything's rainbows and butterflies in my life. I choose it and I create it. And the more I don't give up on that, the universe always meets me with blessings. A year ago, I got divorced. $1,000 to my name, no home, no family support. I literally thought I was going to be homeless. And I was so just grateful that I had a car, right? Like, thank God I had wheels. But $1,000 in today's world goes like this: insurance, gas, groceries. This last year has been a full alchemy journey. Like, the universe, woo, like, first of all, the universe was teaching me a lot. I was teaching myself a lot. My karma was teaching me how to take my power back and how to have faith above all. I even got stuck in a little bit of an addiction with weed. Some people don't see weed as an addiction. For me, ganja, if I smoke once every like 5 months, it's fine. But I was so scared because I didn't know what was next. I smoked so much weed because I also worked on a farm and I had like a lot of good weed too. So it's like I had it, I didn't have to pay for it. I was like, shit, okay, maybe it is my medicine. But no, when you go out of balance with anything, and maybe this is coming up for someone, it's like it's not the best way to regulate yourself, right? It's creating distortion because you're not believing that you can solve the problem. So it's been a crazy year. I had to put that aside. I had to get radically honest with a lot of my grief. Thankfully, I didn't go down the suicidal rabbit hole again, but I definitely felt like despair. And thankfully, I had one friend who, because she came to my wedding, she met her partner, so she felt like, I want to do something good for you. She allowed me to stay with her for 30 days. And those 30 days, I cried like a fucking baby. I had no idea what was gonna happen. But I was like, "Fuck, I gotta pray. I have to learn how to pray without doubt." And that's connected to today's message, is a reminder of what faith means and what prayer really means. Because, again, we can pray, but if we're praying and trying to control the outcome, if we're praying and believing that our power is outside of ourselves, there's a disconnection there. It's not that it's right or wrong. It's just, remember, we are time itself. When we can really become so fluid and receptive and to trust not only in ourselves, but a higher power that will always be provided for despite our circumstances, that is when we move mountains. That is when our karma that we came here on planet Earth gets deleted. Boom, learn the lesson. C'est la vie. Next. What's next? I'm overcoming this shit. And I know whoever is here, you're resilient. I can feel it. Oh my God, my whole body is like chills. Whew. I know I'm talking to someone here who doesn't give up despite crazy freaking circumstances. I know. I feel it. You're incredible. Don't give up. And it's funny because I was journaling this yesterday. I'm like, I kind of sometimes at first, okay, I had a little bit of resistance around not giving up. For obvious reasons, but also it's like it felt a little bit too militant for me, okay, based on a past trauma. It just felt like, don't give up, like there's no room to play, right, or for balance, or to like breathe, or just to like explore. And then as I started practicing Buddhism 10 years ago, which it's ironically, guess what their biggest slogan was in the Japanese Buddhism that I do, which is Nichiren Buddhism, in case you know of it. But it was never give up. And my mentor, Daisaka Akeda, saw it more as consistency. So yes, like full force, like never freaking give up, like a freaking horse, a stallion, like running in an open field. It knows where it's going, but also its gaze is soft, it's fluid, it's open, it's receptive. It's allowing the universe to meet you halfway with miracles that you might not even know like is right there for you, because you are so stuck on this one way of controlling the outcome. So where can you soften? Where can you soften in your manifestation, in your prayer? Because I know you're a dedicated person. Like when your mind and your heart is set, you go for it. But that stagnant energy is asking you to open up, because God wants to bless you tenfold, but you're so gun ho right now on this one way, and you're being asked to take your blinders off and go have a little bit of fun. Okay, go have some fun. So the prayer, oh sorry, so whatever you're praying for can meet you halfway, and you can have a little surprise. Okay, so coming back to just like the main message, okay? We're almost done here, by the way, and I appreciate all of you guys, but today's message is just so freaking strong. So just letting yourself be okay with where you're at. It's all going to be worked out, like it is. Really walk and talk as if you just know that all your prayers are answered, okay? I need to get situated here. Oh my God, it's so hot. My legs are like sweating. Hold up. Okay, so faith. This is the definition that, hello, welcome everyone. So this is the definition that came through. Of course, use your discernment here. If it doesn't relate, like grab your journal, grab your pen, and write your own description of faith. Like again, it's an open dialogue, okay? But what I channeled today was faith is having complete trust, confidence, or belief in something bigger than yourself, while not disregarding the fact that you are connected to the same omnipresence. So you're not separate from a higher power. You are living, breathing divinity as well. And when you can really feel that, you open the inner universe within you, your superpowers as a mystic. You are a magnet. The universe will respond to you the moment you walk with that never give up attitude. And that doesn't mean, you can't be sad, okay? That's not what I'm saying. Because two truths can exist at the same time. You can be super hopeful and grieve at the same time. It's fucking wild. So it's not about perfectionism here. That's not the point of faith. A lot of us get stuck in this little bubble where we think like we have to be this perfect faith puppet. Nah, that's the same thing of like blocking your blessings. Faith is asking you to trust, to become open, right? And to believe and to show up as your higher self in the now. Okay, so you want to get this certain job, let's say. You want to manifest a new job, okay? How does the person, how do you who has the job show up for life? Do you wake up early? Do you make time for fitness? Are you believing in yourself? What are you doing? Right? Because again, it's like your circumstances change when you change because you are the walking miracle. When you believe you're worthy of whatever you're putting your energy to manifesting, that's when it comes to you. And oftentimes, why play is so important, because when we go and just forget about like praying for a second or manifesting or solving the problem, the answer gets to slide into your freaking brain, just like DMs, right? We slide into the DMs. Well, what happens if you go play and then the universe, God, your angels just slide that freaking solution up in your brain? Like, there you go, because you played, because you took your happiness seriously, because you allowed yourself to live in the present. We're going to bless you. But you got to bless yourself first. Okay. So that feels really significant. And like coming back to prayer without doubt, are you praying with doubt? Be radically honest. I had to have a little check in with myself the other day. I'm like, shit, I'm praying with fucking doubt. Like, I'm praying thinking that the impossible is impossible. No wonder I'm still like stuck. But again, that revelation needed to happen for me. So you're never late, right? Divine timing is always shining. But once you learn the lesson, recalibrate, right? So, how do you pray without fear? How do you pray without doubt? For me, I love to drop into the sensations because I have ADHD. I'm like super creative and I have a good feeling that so are you. Like, I can get lost in the details to the point where, like, it kinda drives me crazy. I love it for journaling. Like, I'll script with coffee in the morning, and I'll write, like, a story of my higher self and how does she wake up, like, how does she feel? What is she doing? And it's so fun. It's just like writing a script. So maybe that is supposed to be soul homework for someone here. Like, get out of the mind or put your mind in creative action, okay? But for me, as someone with ADHD, what helps me to manifest is actually to focus on the sensations. Okay, so how do you want to feel? Let's say you want to be financially more abundant. I don't know about you, but that's shit. Yes, please sign me up. Let's crack the code. Let's crack the fucking code. How can we live in our power? How can we do what we love and be compensated for it, especially as mystics, as creatives, right? We overcomplicate it based on our trauma. And I know that's a little layered, but I really mean that with love. And I'm taking this medicine for myself. But we have to really believe and see ourselves doing what we love, and we're making money from it. See yourself receiving the booking. See yourself getting the email. See yourself working with your dream client. See yourself receiving dollar bills or whatever bill. Like, see yourself receiving. And how does that feel? Do you feel like joy? Do you feel more free? What does that money allow you to do? Maybe you get to go buy organic for once, you're like, "Oh, I wanna buy organic, I wanna invest in my food." Maybe you wanna get a water filter, right? So, like, whatever it is that you want to do with that abundance, see yourself receiving that and feel into how it feels like to really be worthy of that, because you are. If you don't, there's a division, right? There's some sort of limiting belief that is telling you that you're not worthy to get paid to do what you love, because maybe there's an auntie or an uncle who told you something, or a parent, or even yourself, this like low self-esteem that you thought you worked on, but it's still lingering in the background, and you need to come in sacred meditation and scoop that shit out. And if you need help, I can help you with that. That is the spaces that I literally hold. Reprogramming the subconscious mind is one of my gifts. And I say that with confidence because I'm telling you, it is my gift. And I love to do this stuff. So you can book a session with me. My soul realignment sessions are for this reason, to hold a safe space for subconscious reprogramming. And we use Reiki, we use creative visualization, which is what makes it fun and not so heavy. And it's also a safe space to remember your inner child, to bring the inner child out. Because I know that I'm talking to healers, but who heals the healers? And I say that like very nuanced because I don't want to say I'm healing. First of all, let's just get clear. I'm not healing you. I'm creating the safe space to heal you. You are your own healer. And that's very important because, especially me, I am in Los Angeles, and there's some toxic spirituality that really makes me mad. And it's when healers say that they are in charge of the healing. Like, I healed this person. I just want to be like, bitch, sit the fuck down. You facilitated the space, but you are going to be doing the healing because you're going to be giving yourself permission to feel. And that is the healing. You feel me? So I just want you to know, like, that is how I hold space. I hold space as being a sacred mirror. I am the teacher just as much as I am the student. But above all, I'm really here to give you that container to feel. And it's so hard to find these days, like an honest, genuine container. Like, man, when I first started my journey, I got my certificate, my Reiki certificate. I don't know why this story is coming up, but the person who taught me Reiki was really mean to me, really unkind, because she had envy towards me. And I'm used to that. That's something that my karma, my soul chose, is really attracting a lot of people that have jealousy towards me. And for some reason, it's a part of my lesson. But it really like didn't feel good to go through my Reiki 1 and 2 attunement with this person. Actually, I didn't do 2 with her because she I didn't trust her. So that all to say, it's like, use your discernment, you know what you need, but I know personally what it feels like to have just someone hold you that's not genuine, and it's not fun. It's like it puts a bad taste to healing. And uh, yeah, so if anyone feels any of that residue, like, just know I feel you. I've had the same experience, but it made me a better teacher while simultaneously knowing that I'm the student too. Okay. So, anyways, coming back to the message, um, I will leave you with, what will I leave you with? What will I leave you with? Dun, 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 dun. Man, I feel like this was so good. Like, I love you guys. Like, I love you guys. I'm so appreciative. We're here for almost 40 minutes. I feel like we've been here for 5. Like, what? Can we do this again? I'm going to be back tomorrow because, okay, I feel like I have like a invisible boogie or something. When you feel like something in your nose tickling you, you're like, "Oh." Okay. Anyways, I'm still pet sitting for housing. I feel so blessed that at least I found some sort of, housing solution. And because, I'm praying with no doubt right now, uh, the universe is really meeting me halfway. So the reason why I share that is because in theory, I would love to tell you, like, yo, I want to be back here, every day at 12. But my life is fluidity. And I'm like a homebody. The fact that I have to be on the go all the time, I'm learning so much about trusting myself in uncertainty. And that's kind of what I want to teach and empower you to trust in uncertainty no matter what, because you are your own home. And this is coming from someone who's lost, materialistically, I've lost everything. I'm still blessed, I have a car, I still have I have a vehicle. But all the things that I materialistically own fits in one bag. And then I have like a meditation little bucket with books and like all that stuff. And it's a blessing, right? Like to even become so free where I'm not weighed down with, materialistic things. So it's like I'm so grateful to where my soul is taking me, because it's been a crazy year of learning how to detach, how to surrender, how to detach, how to surrender, how to trust. My faith has been everything. And faith, remember, right? Faith is having complete trust and confidence and belief in yourself and a higher power. Okay. So I'm going to love and leave you with this, that you are so capable of making the impossible possible. And wherever you are at right now, it is enough. I know you want to achieve more and more, and you will. You are. But have a little bit of fun. For God's sakes, it's summertime, okay? I don't know where this video is going to be finding you. It is timeless, but it's summer. Go play, go be in the sun, go activate your inner child. Today, we didn't drop into an actual live meditation for a long period of time, but we can do that tomorrow. So come back tomorrow. If you want to book a one-on-one with me, write in the chat soul roots, one word, soul roots, soul roots, soul roots. You can also go to my Instagram page, same handle, Mystic Maya Harmony. And on my link in bio, I have my LinkedIn, and you can read a little bit more if you want to. But also, if you want free support right now, we have our Pioneer group on Telegram. It's called the Higher Self Spiral. You can go and join that space. And I am going to start, I'm kind of just like waiting for this beautiful nest to grow. We have, full transparency. We're 3 souls with me in the group, which I'm a big believer that one equals plenty. But something inside is just like, before I send voice notes and meditations, just like, let's gather 5 beautiful people. So for the 2 people that are in the group that I know some of you are here and watching, like, just know I appreciate you, and you are seen, you are loved, and we're just kind of holding the container. We're setting kind of the parameters. How do you say that? We're setting like the foundation for a second. Okay. So anyways, come to the group. That's a free resource. If you want to be held by me, it would be an honor. So just reach out, DM me too on Instagram. Just come say hi. Okay. All right. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. Thanks for being here. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Ah, you're gorgeous. You're handsome. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. Go dance, okay? I want to hear tomorrow how you went and played. Okay, I'm waiting for 444. Shoots, okay.